Here are all the big things you missed in gaming this week. Naughty Dog is reportedly working on another game other than Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet. Randy Pitchford, chief of Gearbox, said that if Borderlands 4 does cost $80, that real fans will find a way to make it happen, but then kind of later apologize for this statement. Warhammer held a Warhammer Skulls presentation and announced a ton of updates and games, including a remastered version of Space Marine 1 out on June 10th on PC, Xbox, and Xbox Game Pass. Dark Heresy, a new CRPG from the developers behind Rogue Trader, which is also getting DLC, but we didn't get a release date for this game yet. Bolt Gun 2 is set for 2026, and we got a type-to-shoot game, Bolt Gun Words of Vengeance, out now on PC. Alex Garland is set to write and direct the rumored Elden Ring movie for A24. Previews dropped for the Lies of P DLC, and one of the more interesting notes is that the game is getting difficulty options and also a boss rush mode and a ton more. It's been now confirmed that Mortal Kombat 1 will not be getting any more DLC characters or story content as the team has decided to move on. Witcher 3 celebrated their 10-year anniversary, so maybe I'll finally play it. The FTC has finally dropped their case against the Microsoft Activision Blizzard deal. Fortnite has been hit with a charge from SAG for unfair labor practices for their use of their AI Darth Vader. Speaking of Fortnite, they're now officially back on iOS. PlayStation Stars, the loyalty program from Sony, announced that they are closing down the service. Ultron and his kit was officially revealed from Marvel Rivals. Housemarque, the developers of Returnal, said that they don't have any plans to do a live service game. Xbox brought retro classics, including those from Activision's backlog, to Game Pass. A Stellar Blade sequel has been officially announced to come from Shift Up in either 2026 or 2027. Game releases this week include Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time on all platforms minus Xbox One. Blades of Fire released on Xbox Series, PS5, and PC. Liver at All Costs released on Xbox Series, PS5, and PC, and it's free on the Epic Game Store for a limited time, along with Sifu, which is another game you should absolutely go play. Kathy Rain 2 Soothsayer released on PC. Onimusha 2 Remastered released on all platforms. Monster Train 2 released on Xbox Series, PS5, Switch, and PC, and Game Pass. Duck Detective: The Ghost of Glamping released on Xbox Series, PS5, Switch, and PC. Warhammer 40k Speed Freaks released out of early access on PC. Splitgate 2 started their open beta on Xbox Series, PS5, and PC. TMNT Tactical Takedown released on PC. Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon released out of early access on PC and also came to Xbox Series and PS5. And Sea of Stars released their free DLC Throes of the Watchmaker, which honestly, if you're done with Expedition 33, I highly recommend you go back and play Sea of Stars. Here are all the games announced to come to Game Pass soon. Here are the games added to Game Boy on Nintendo Switch Online. Another former Xbox exclusive, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, is coming to PS5 this summer. Apparently, you will be able to use a USB mouse on the Switch too, which that was one of my hopes for the console in general. Speaking of, rumors are starting to pick up that we might get a Nintendo Direct the week of the Switch 2 launch, which is June 6th, and a PlayStation State of Play might happen also in June, which both of these correlate to the Summer Game Fest pseudo E3 timeline. And finally, we've all seen the news, and the team behind Battlefront 2 wants to come back for Battlefront 3, but if the game does happen from them or from another team, it'll be a couple of years until we see it.